Welcome to Crit Sandwich. On Crit Sandwich, four friends play D&D loosely based on our favorite movies, shows, and games. This is episode 10 of Campaign 9. We are playing Ravenloft via the plot of Jumanji. My name is Casey Sears. With me this evening is Chuck Ventus.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I play William Middlebury, who also plays Tolkien Thunder Guy, the cleric of the group.
And we've got Matt Popich.
Hey, I play Lila, who is playing Gunny Kismet, who is a blade song wizard.
I'm playing Hogan, who is a champion fighter. And of course, our dungeon master, Robbie Ponder.
Thank you, Casey. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 10. At the end of last episode, I gave the party a level. They are all level 8 now.
Yeah.
Finally.
Hey, he's going at his own pace. We're not helping him by doing side quests every episode, so it's not his fault.
Oh, man.
Didn't we like level twice like the past two episodes? I feel like Robbie's was feeling the pressure because we were talking so much about it.
It took us a while to get going, really.
Yeah.
Well, once you guys started completing your reading that Madam Eva gave you, you guys just completed the one where it sheds light on the one who will help you greatly in the battle against the darkness. And so you guys got more Canas on your team now. So now you gain a level.
I think it makes sense.
I feel empowered.
I feel empowered.
Do we want me to go? Should I go over the card reading again just for our audience can follow along what's been done?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'll go over it real quickly and I'll read it real fast. I'll probably get tongue-tied, so let's find out. First, this card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. Madam Eva said, "Oh, this one is close by. Go to the place the lean starts swelling in the draft of the master." And you guys found this one and the DM notes. Second, this card tells a powerful force of good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. Madam Eva said, "I see a black hole in stone leading toward captives around towering blades." You guys found this one at the windmill. Third, this card tells of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. Madam Eva said, "I see a plot of Adam's wine, and the shadows are working deep." You guys are currently working on this one. Fourth, this card sheds light on the one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. Madam Eva said, "Find the avenue leading toward peak, to a tree with one nut. Look for the nut." This happened last episode where you guys found Mordenkainen's. And by the way, apples have seeds, not nuts, so this makes Mordenkainen the nut. But you guys cured him of his nuttiness and grew one level. Fifth, your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. Madam Eva said, "Look for the wizard's companion. Let the wizard's name and servant guide you to what you seek." This one, the party, you guys were told to do last. Let me go over who currently has inspiration. Who has inspiration right now? For I know who I can give some to.
I do not. I used mine.
I already have it.
I do not have inspiration. I'm not inspired.
Okay, so you guys are in a water tank that is 100 feet wide. From looking out to your left to right is 100 feet wide by 300 feet long. So in front of you see 300 feet out. So this is about the size of a football field. So just picture like a water tower tank, but on the ground. And the opposite 300 feet away, you see a glowing object. You guys are standing on a metal platform. This is from the side that you came in, from the doorway. And that is raised above the water. And this platform is about 50 feet long, so it leaves you 25 feet from the end of the platform to the actual sidewall. And below you, under the steel grating platform, is water. And it goes all the way across the other side. And it's just a big zombie pool. Countless number of zombies in this water tank. Some on top of one another, jumping around, swinging their arms, splashing this chunky water everywhere. And the pool is green, mixed with yellow. And at the top of it has these rainbow-looking swirls. Different types of thickness and chunks of soaked zombie muscle. Do you guys have anything you want to add before we start?
Probably pretty stinky, huh?
Yeah, pretty stinky in here.
What's the lighting situation? Is it dark in here?
Yeah, it's pretty dark in here. So, like, there are no windows in this room. So, whatever light you do have is coming from that door behind you. We'll say you have some light shedding in there. And, of course, 300 feet away, you see that light object, and you can see around in that area, too.
All I will say is Rage Springer, and as my sword bursts into flames.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm going to pull out my sword and light it up also.
Okay, I think that since you guys are invisible, I think that
Oh,
you
are
would
we?
Shoot,
still...
I forgot about that.
Totally forgot about that.
Yeah, well, I didn't recap with that. Sorry. So,
That's all right.
Mordenkainen
If
is
we're
with
still
you.
invisible, I think that's going to change our tactics, right?
I would agree.
Sorry. New information has come to light. If anybody has any fun spells to throw out there, although we are all invisible, I could okay, Robbie, looking above us.
So what I want to do here before we get too far into this, we're just going to do like a skill checks challenge here, and then we're going to determine how far you guys go because you got 300 feet to go to get across here, and we're just going to do a skill check challenge here. So you guys tell me what you do, and then we're all going to roll for it.
All right, I'll go ahead and go first. Looking up, do I see anything I could throw my rope of climbing up to, my vine, my magical vine?
So this is like a dome for like a water tank. So it slowly rises, and of course, like in the middle, it's the highest point.
Is there any like scaffolding there, kind of holding that high point together?
No, it's just a smooth dome.
Damn.
Does your rope need something to tie a hold of? So you're going to swing out? Is that your...
I can tell the rope to fasten itself securely to an object. So I can just kind of throw it up at something and tell it to grab on, and it will. And then I could do a little swing with it, was my thought. Like a run, jump, grab, and swing over all the zombies. But if I can't do that, someone else should go right now.
So let me just say this before we go too far in this. Did you guys activate your swords if you're invisible? Can we just say that your swords are not lit?
Yeah. No.
We
If
did
we're
that.
invisible, and yeah, if we don't see them like actively moving toward us, I assume we're invisible still, and we're not doing that.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So Mordenkainen's around you guys, and he'll just let you guys know that these zombies are like the Walking Dead zombies. They are attracted to noise. And if you guys have something you're going to do, go ahead, or Mordenkainen is going to do something.
So I just want to clarify. So we're on a platform. There's water. So is this like an Ace Ventura thing where we're like on this like walk, like this platform bridge sort of thing, and there's like this large pool of water like underneath us? You know, like with the shark.
I don't remember that scene.
Does anybody, when he goes to the mansion and he's like acting stupid and there's like the shark tank in the one area and he like falls into the water? Nobody remembers this?
It's been a very long time since
Yeah.
I've seen that
Oh,
movie.
man.
I'm picturing more of the Horcrux. I'm picturing more of the Horcrux that kills Dumbledore's hand.
Wait, not that kills his hand, Matt, but you're talking about when they're in that cave and they're on the little island and the water's around them? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
there's zombies everywhere.
Is that what it's like, Robbie?
I don't remember that.
Why
Sorry.
doesn't anybody know any movies?
That was Lord of the Rings?
No, Harry
What?
Potter.
Dumbledore?
Okay. Oh, Harry Potter. I'm
You're
not a
gonna get
Harry
us
Potter.
kicked out of
I'm not-
podcasts, man. You're gonna get us kicked out of podcasts.
We probably lost about
What
half
kind of
our
nerd
fans
are you?
there.
I know, right?
The Harry Potter fans or the Lord of the Rings fans. Like, so we probably lost
I
all
know
of them.
Dumbledore is from Harry Potter, okay? I know that, but I do not remember the zombie scene.
Okay,
But
so
if you need me to explain it again, I will.
let's paint this picture here. Yeah.
So you come into the doorway, and it's on a center platform that goes from left to right, and it's 50 feet long. You guys are in a water tank, and it's 50 feet wide from left to right where you walked in at, and then 300 feet long. So it's about the size of a football field. 300 feet away, you see a glowing object.
Oh, there's no bridge. Why did I think there was a bridge connecting us and
I
that?
see now. So the room is 100 feet wide, 300 feet in length. We're on a platform that's 50 feet long in length. And this glowing object is on this other platform 300 feet away. Correct?
Correct. 300 feet away. Just for spell's sake of in the center, I'm going to say it's 50 feet high, just in case you guys have a thunderstorm or whatever you want to cast.
You know exactly what spells we have because you check that every single time.
It's waist high all the way across. But I'm like, I guess you guys can't really tell that unless you got into the water and did that. We'll just say you can tell by looking at it.
Okay. I'm going to look to my grandson and say, hey, that rope of yours, can you move it along? Like, how far? Do you think you could swing over there?
I can't. There's nothing to grab onto up high. And it's only 60 feet, so I can't. It's not going to create like a rope. It's not going to do a tight rope thing across, nor can I swing.
So once Tolkien starts talking a little bit, even though he's whispering, there's a couple of these zombies that have gotten noticed and they're splashing around just below you, but they can't come up to the platform that you guys are on. Mordecai, he's just going to cast Wall of Stone.
Wall of Stone?
If only we had a cleric that could do something.
I have control, so I'm going to do control water. I was literally about to do whirlpool here and just fucking like tear this thing up. So I was going to ask, I was going to do a perception check to see if I could see how deep it was. And then I was going to tell Gygax to cast levitate on somebody and they just float across to the object while I keep this whirlpool going so the zombies can't get out.
Do you start doing that before you cast Wall of Stone? The Wall of Stone will get you so far. You can walk across the top of it.
I really don't want to walk out into the middle and then this thing fail. So I can cast the control water up to 300 feet. That's the range on it. So I can cover this entire room. So okay. I'm just going to tell him
the range is 300 feet, but how much water does it affect?
So I'm going to do whirlpool. So this effect requires a body of water that is at least 50 feet squares and 25 feet deep. I cause a whirlpool to form in the center of the area. Whirlpool.
It's got to be 25 feet deep.
Yeah, is it 25 feet deep?
If I say it was waist deep, then it's not going to be 25 feet deep.
Oh, did you say that? Well,
he did.
This is stupid. Let's just get in there. Waist deep water.
Well, if we're invisible.
Yeah, if we're invisible. Well.
No, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, if Mordecai wants to create that wall, we're invisible, we can run across it. See how far that gets us.
It's not going to go completely across, and he wouldn't want to burn all his spell slots up here. So the non-magical wall is a solid stone, springs into existence at a point you choose within range. The wall is 6 inches thick and is composed of 10-foot by 10-foot panels. Each panel must be continuous and at least one other panel. Alternately, you can create 10-foot by 20-foot panels that are only 3 inches thick. So what does that mean? How far can this go?
Well, so I think 10 feet, so 100 feet, yeah.
Yeah, okay. 100 feet, 6 inches wide.
So Mordecai, he just throws his hands like he's throwing a bunch of dirt, but as he's doing that, he's casting a spell of Wall of Stone. And it gets up high enough above the water, you guys can safely walk across, you feel, without being touched by these zombies. As he's throwing it, and he's just starts walking forward as he's throwing more and more on the ground. And he goes 100 feet away, so you guys are 2/3 of the way.
Does he, when he starts casting spells, is he, revealed?
Yes, he is revealed now.
We all are.
I'm right next to him, and I'm gonna, if anything comes at him, swing my sword. All right, so now we're 100 feet in.
100 feet in, 200 feet more to go.
I mean, it's almost. I mean, I think it's Spirit Guardians time. I don't have any other cool spells. This is waist deep water. I think we're just going to be fighting our way through this. We're revealed right now.
What was that one that you were talking about, Chuck, where you can just part the water? Can't you just part it?
Control water. I can. Let me see I mean, if it's waist deep, like, I can part the water. So I can cause water in an area to move apart and create a trench. The trench extends across the spell's area and separates the water forms. And the separated water forms a wall to either side. The trench remains until the spell ends, or I choose a different effect. The water then slowly fills in the trench over the course of the next round until the normal water level is restored.
Well, that could, I mean, if the zombies are in the water,
It gives us a walking path.
yeah, it might push them at least to the side. And I'm pretty damn fast. I've got 40 movement speed. If I dash, it's 80 feet per turn.
Is this the cast time on this is an action, and it's...
Do you have control water pulled up, Matt?
I'm
looking at it right now. I'll just fucking... it's a level 4 spell. I'll cast control water. I'll part the water.
How far does it go, Chuck?
It just says for the spells, cause the water in the area to move apart to create a trench. The trench extends across the spell's area. Just says the range area is 300 feet. So this entire...
A cube up to 100 feet on a side.
Oh, cube up to 100 feet. So I can do up to 100 feet. So that's an additional 100 feet.
What does that look like when you part the water?
I hold my hands together like I'm praying, and I just like slowly begin to separate my hands like I'm Moses, and we begin to walk forward, parting the Red Seas here.
I say y'all stay there and I dash forward. Right?
So we still have an additional 100 feet, right? Didn't we?
Yeah, but are there zombies in that last 100 feet or?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, this whole thing is filled with
This whole
zombies.
thing's filled.
Okay, all right. Then I guess a few of us are coming.
Even when Tolkien, he parts that water, I mean, it moves the zombies, majority of the zombies out of the way. But it's just it's still filled with a lot of zombies. So you guys are going to have to give me some checks as you go across here. And these zombies are just falling apart real easy. So just go ahead and give me a couple of checks to see how you make it across this 100 feet way. And then you'll have 100 feet more to go.
Yeah, so being invisible, I'm just like dodging, like, ooh, ha, tiptoeing almost.
Wait, we're not invisible.
Stepping
We're
over
not
them.
invisible.
Who's not? Why?
Because Gygax strapped his spell on us.
Yeah,
I
because
guess,
because they were both concentration spells.
Oh, I didn't think invisibility was concentration.
I didn't think it was either, but...
It is.
Oh.
I thought it was a time limit thing.
I did
Nope.
too.
Okay.
And I thought it just went away if he attacked. Okay, so we're not invisible. All right, never mind. Still, yeah, all right, still
At least it's not
them.
difficult terrain with this extra amount of spacing that you have here.
Yeah, and I will say since we are visible, I will say Rage Springa and my sword will burst into flames.
With this being a concentration thing, can't I just why don't we all just hop in this trench and I just maintain this spell and it's like we can walk along together? Can I continue to move this area? Yeah, as an action on your turn, you can repeat the same effect or choose a different one. So
Okay.
and it lets
Yeah.
concentration up to 10 minutes. So why don't
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
we move forward together as a team. I'll stay in the middle, you protect me, and if I need to fight, I'll fight, but I have advantage on saving throws against I remember now, so
Yeah. It would be cool if this were even a shallow whirlpool around us instead.
I can't do it.
I know.
You guys are going to do fine getting your way over there. This is perfectly fine. No point of doing any skill checks. You guys are going to make it. You're about 2/3 of the way across, and you guys are close enough now that you can see the glowing light a little bit better. And it's a gold hilt that is shaped like a dragon, with its wings spread apart and the mouth of the dragon is closed, holding a fiery white light blade. And if you would take a closer look at it, you can see that it's not a dragon, it's a raven. Tolkien continues to part the waves as you guys come up to that next platform, and you guys are there.
I jump. I lunge towards it and nab it out of the air.
So you go and you touch it, but the glowing sword it just kind of spins a little bit, and you miss grabbing it. Can you give me a sleight of hand?
Hey, that's a 20 plus 5, 25.
Yeah, nice.
You go and try to grab it, and your hand goes right through it.
What the?
It's an illusion. And you guys can all see it now. As the light from this illusion, the sword begins to fade. And a light under your feet begins to glow, getting brighter and brighter. It's a big glyph that is slowly spinning, with 3 smaller glyphs circling that bigger one. Please roll dex saves.
Oh no.
Tolkien and Gunny, are you up on that platform?
No, we
I
were
don't
walking
think so.
together.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
let.
I would have leapt. 18.
You saved. So this flash of light fills your eyes, blinding those that failed, but you passed, Casey, so you're fine. But for 3 seconds, you do hear a loud ringing in your ears. If you guys can't tell by now, you're being ambushed. Roll initiative.
20 for Gunny.
Oy. 13 for Tolkien.
14 for Hogan.
So you guys can all see in the zombie pool that all the zombies are no longer paying attention to you. They all work their way to 2 places 60 feet away. And just a note, when that flash happened, Casey, it was also like a flash of light and a really loud bang. That's why your ears are ringing. So the zombies no longer paying attention to you. They all work their way to 2 places 60 feet away. As one horde comes together, they begin to pile and hook together in a tight connection that gets big enough to come out of the water. Like a growing death with a huge head. In the mouth, it has zombie arms for teeth. Below the head is a long body leading to a tail for a counterweight and 2 short little arms. The death formed itself into a zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex. It towers high in the water tank, green water continuing to drip off this now colossal collective. Stomping its feet angrily, an echoing roar causing waves to rush about in the zombie pool. The other horde
Jesus.
crawl theirself into a ball that begins to hover over the water. In the center of the ball is one massive eyeball. Out of the top of the ball has 4 red spines with chunks of meat still hanging off it, and an undead head on the spine's peaks. They form themselves into a zombie beholder. Chuck, can you go ahead and do that music again for me?
Dum 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 dum.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not done yet.
It's getting faster and faster.
You see something jump out of the water, a flashing blur, leaving only water drops behind. It lands right on top of Hogan. It's a very hairy halfling, no shirt, black leather jeans, very strong, long claws, and even longer canine teeth. His fangs come flying at you. I gotta pull up this character sheet real quick. It's gonna take me a minute if you guys want to talk.
Is that Dad?
Yeah, very only halfling we know
Is
of
that Vampire Dad?
my dad. But maybe he wasn't a werewolf.
vampire
or not
dad.
a vampire. He's a werewolf. Maybe that's what he's been bit by.
I didn't say werewolf.
Oh, you said werewolf. Didn't you say werewolf?
He said big canine teeth. I mean, he was already hairy.
I said werewolf. Oh, it's him. It's him, all right.
Casey, I assume a 25 hits you.
Yes, sir, it does.
So this blur jumps out, his fangs come flying at you, and he bites into your shoulder. The ringing in Hogan's ears now stop, and you begin to hear laughter from a familiar voice of Tracy, a.k.a. Strahd von Zarovich, but sounding deathlier and more twisted. Appearing on the platform, you see Strahd. And she laughs. Stop, she orders Teddy. I have been following you for a while. I knew you would make your way here. Did you not know this would happen, Mordenkainen? Gary? Lila? She says this as she walks around Hogan and Teddy Bear, gently grazing her hand on Hogan's back and through Teddy Bear's hair. Teddy here, she gestures her hand out, has joined my loving team as she moves her hand to her heart. And the champions, the Middlebury family, told him everything. She continues to say, I see a plot of Adam's wine in the shallows of Working Deep. She has a grin, ear-to-ear grin. I got the info and a trap was set. You made it too easy for me. You guys have anything you want to say, or Strahd will keep talking?
Where's my flashlight, and can I point it at them?
Yeah.
So let me just tell you what's happening right now. You have a zombie beholder, a zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex, Strahd is there, and another vampire. And if you would do anything, Mordenkainen would say to stand down.
Yeah, so I guess I would move and put my hand on the flashlight. I imagine he could even probably say that to me telepathically because he's the super wizard.
He doesn't say it telepathically, he says it out loud.
That's the best time to strike is when the villain's doing their little monologue. So, I thought the flashlight was a good play. That's when they least expect it.
Can someone use telekinesis and throw Strahd at a beholder or a T-Rex or something?
Strahd is commanding the T-Rex and the beholder. Strahd is in command of them.
Which is why they're not attacking right now.
Yes, this is why they're not attacking. So Strahd says, it's time to test the players. I want to see you four in action. No, this fight can end at any time. Just simply say, Strahd, have mercy. Say those 3 simple words, and I will end combat. 3 simple words will be the safe word to end the battle. But at a cost, of course. You lose, and you must choose who will stay with me. Lose, and one of you 4 will die. Win, and you all get to live. I do recommend using the safe word before you all die. That would be very unfortunate.
No way, Mom. We're gonna work together, and we're all gonna make it out of here. You too. We're all getting out of here.
Work as a team and succeed. So Strahd walks over to this side of where you guys are at on this platform. on the platform is just currently Hogan, Strahd, and Teddy Bear. Gunny and Tolkien, do you guys go up onto the platform at all? Mordenkainen's, he's going to walk his way up there, and he's going to get on the platform, and he's starting to cast a spell as Strahd gestures for Teddy to come to her side, and then Strahd pulls out a blue disc out of the air and throws it flat on the ground, and it expands a little bit, and Teddy escorts Strahd onto the disc, and it begins to float away from you guys. Do you want to move anywhere, Gunny and Tolkien? You guys are currently still in the water.
I'll follow Gygax.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Mordenkainen.
I forget, where did they come in the room from?
Teddy Bear jumped out of the water, and Strahd just appeared behind you, and she said that she was following you guys for a while.
Gotcha.
So Mordenkainen's, he's casting Contingency. And even though I'm not using this spell the right way, it's okay, because you guys are going to need some help in this fight. So what this spell is going to do is you guys begin to see bits of the future combat in your mind. You see the zombie T-Rex biting down on Hogan, and Hogan being restrained in this colossal collective's mouth. Don't get restrained by the T-Rex. You see the zombie beholder casting Disintegration Ray, leaving nothing behind but dust. Don't die to the Disintegration Ray. You see Mordenkainen, like in these bits of future, you see him also cast a spell, Hold Monster, on the beholder, and it just affects one of the zombies in the collective. It doesn't affect the whole collective. For this combat, it's going to be tough, but you guys need to roll well, or just use the safe words, and the combat will be over. But since you see bits of the future combat, you can have 1 point of lucky, or I'll give you guys the ability not to critically miss. And it's only going to be good for this combat.
Is that a trick question?
No, you can have 1 point of lucky or not critically miss.
You can't critically miss for the whole fight?
This whole fight, yes.
I would take the lucky because
taking
you
the
get
lucky.
to either re-roll something bad, or if you roll a 1, you get to re-roll it.
Yeah. I'll take the lucky.
Yeah, I will too.
Yeah, let's do that.
Lucky around the table. Okay. Okay, I'm going to explain the scene for you guys here. We are in combat now. You guys were just ambushed by Teddy and Strahd, but for the first turn, the zombie T-Rex and the zombie beholder were forming themselves for their first time, so they're not going to get their first turn of their ambush like Teddy Bear did. You guys are on a platform that is 20 feet wide and 30 feet long, and 60 feet away from you, in front of you to the left, is a zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex, and 60 feet in front of you to the right, a zombie beholder, and those two are 30 feet apart from each other. Gunny, you're up first.
Gunny will whisper her words and light her sword ablaze. I don't think we had already done that yet. If we hadn't, then I'd do that. I'll also start to sing and go into my Songblade chant. So that's my bonus action. And then my action, I'm going to go ahead and touch Hogan and whisper.
So, Matt, I'm sorry. Isn't lighting your sword a bonus action as well? So, like, your dancing lights is a bonus action. Isn't lighting your sword a bonus action too?
I'll find out in a second. If so, I want to do the singing instead of the two, because I probably won't even bother using my sword. If so, we're screwed anyways. So I'll start singing, and then I'll put my hand on Hogan and say, "We need all your rage for this one, brother. Follow me. We need to take one down first and focus fire, and then the other." And I'm going to go ahead and cast haste on Hogan.
Cool.
Do you need me to read that to you?
I'm looking it up right now.
Do you want to look at your sword real quick, Matt?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
What does your dancing lights do again, and what is that called?
Don't think I have anything called dancing lights.
Oh, what is that? What is, you're a wizard of the song sword or something, like, right?
Yes.
And what does that do when you do your song sword?
So 3 times per long rest, I can start my blade song, which lasts for a minute and grants the following benefits. I get +4 to my AC. Walking speed increases by 10, and I have advantage on all acrobatics checks, and I have +4 Constitution saving throw on anything that is going to maintain concentration on a spell.
It's really good.
Yeah, I'm like singing and twirling, and my blade is like doing sweet acrobatic moves, and yeah, that's what it is. And then, do we want to? I would say we should run toward one or the other. Does anyone have any? I personally think beholders are scarier.
Why would we be running towards either? Do we have any ideas on what we can use in the environment or to pull down the ceiling to do something smart? Like, we're not going to win if we just fight these things head on.
You're my idea. I hasted you, buddy.
Okay, so I die faster? I get up there to die quicker?
Oh, and hopefully it helps your AC and you do more damage. I was going to say we're right in between them right now, aren't we?
You guys are 60 feet away, but yes, you are kind of in between them. So it's 60 feet away. You do have some distance from them right now.
Okay. Well, I was all I can do this turn left is move. I guess I'll just hold it.
So the beholder's going to cast Nervation Ray on Tolkien. The targeted creature must make a DC Constitution saving throw.
Why do I feel like I get advantage on Constitute? Oh, wait, that's just my Warcaster. Never mind. I rolled a 19 plus 4 on D&D Beyond. It's hot today, boys. A 23.
Nice.
Okay, you take half of 32 damage.
What? Ah!
This is necrotic damage. Mordecai is up, and he's going to stroke his chin a little bit and come up with a plan for you guys. He's like, if you guys want, we got to burn the beholder down. It's going to do colossal amount of damage. Use all your high top end spells right now and burn the beholder down before it uses a disintegration ray.
It's funny, he talks about like burning it down, and I'm like frantically scrolling through my spells, and I started at the bottom. I go all the way up to the top at my cantrip, Sacred Flame.
That your only damage spell?
I got others, but like he's saying, gotta burn it down, burn it down. I'm like, fire, fire, fire.
So Mordecai does the same move that he did to you guys where he was casting Cone of Cold. He puts his hands together, then spreads it off into like a V pattern with his hands and pushes forward as he blasts this beholder with a cone of cold.
Fucking Gygax. He says burn it down, and he casts like an ice spell.
I know, right? So he's going to
Frostburn.
burn them. He's going to frostburn them, yeah.
It's so cold. Yeah, it's frostbite. Okay. I'm going to give it frostbite.
The beholder doesn't move around very much, and it just takes the full frontal blast of this cone of cold. Hogan, you are hasted. You are up. Do you need me to explain the scene to you, or you know what's going on?
I think I know what's going on. Which eye? I'll yell after Mordenkainen. Which eye does the disintegration ray?
A fourth eye, but I don't know if it's the one furthest to the left or furthest to the right.
All right, so I'm going to take... Nice. Chuck has his cell phone out, glowing at the screen. Like a big eye. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get within 60... Which we already are within 60 feet of it, right?
It's 60 feet away from you. So your movement, with your haste movement, you're going to make it there, I believe.
Well, I can make it all the way there.
Now, I remind you, this is difficult terrain as well.
I have the mobile feat, so ain't too tough. Because I could dash I could get there. I could get all the way to it this turn. But there's the thing. I mean, the thing I want to get like, I don't know, fun with it or fancy with it. I want to take my rope of climbing, and I want to point at that fourth eye as I yell to my rope of climbing, "By the blood of Hogan, grab that eye." And swing it and grab that eye so I can try to rip it off the face of the beholder so it can't even do it.
Ah.
Right? Because if that's the prophecy we foresaw, we got to stop that possibility from happening.
Okay. Now, what kind of Does it say an action or a bonus action for your rope at all?
So it says you can just tell the rope to fasten itself securely to an object. It just says you can do that. I would imagine it would be like an attack action with the rope would be what I'd be doing. The AC, the rope has an AC of 20 and 20 hit points. So, I mean, it could probably pretty easily destroy the rope if it wanted to.
Okay, roll that attack with that rope. Let's see if you can lasso it.
There we go. 17. I don't know if I'd get to add my strength or anything to it, but if I did, that'd be like a 21.
Sure. So, yeah, you throw your rope up there, and it connects to that eye. What do you do now that this rope is connected to it? So, like, basically, you're like this Hogan the cowboy of lassoing this eye. Now, let me know which one did you go for?
I went for the fourth one from the left.
The left on the beholder, but the right side for you.
Sure. Let's see here. What haste gives me, so I could use that as one of my actions. My extra actions can be an object action, or I guess we'll call that an attack, right?
Sure.
And then can I use my second haste attack to try to rip that arm off? Or
sure, why not?
I'll roll some strength here. Ooh, not the best. 17.
Huh.
Oh.
So as you're starting to yank on it, you can feel that it's giving way some. It's giving way. And I mean, before these eyes were moved around, locking on everybody, locking on you as you're running up to the beholder. As you lasso it around there, the eye can't look around anymore. It can't aim. And you yank it out some. You can feel it give way some.
Okay. Great. Yeah, I want to, as I have it and I'm pulling on it, I want to make sure I'm like, maybe aiming it down or aiming it away from the team.
Okay. You got anything else?
I guess I'll wrap it around my forearm on one hand and I'll pull out my sword on the other and I'll say, Rage Springer. And use my bonus action to set it ablaze.
Okay, Tolkien, you're up.
Yeah, so I guess Tolkien's kind of worried because he doesn't want his family to like get hurt or anything. So he'll actually put his hands together and just say a quick prayer and just say, "Oh Lord, please protect my family, my grandchildren, my grandbabies," and then release my hands and I'll actually cast Bless on the three of us. Gygax is pretty strong.
Let's hope.
So I just bless up to 3 creatures of my choice. Target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends. You can roll a d4 to add to the number roll.
You got anything else?
Nah, that's it. I'll stand next to Gygax and try and use him as to block me, I guess. So.
Okay, so it's Tyrannosaurus Rex's turn. And it's going to charge after Hogan.
Uh-oh.
It just roars really loud as it's running over to you, and it disgorges a zombie out of its mouth. As 3 smaller zombies, just this Tyrannosaurus Rex zombie just barfs out 3 smaller zombies right around you.
Oh, God.
That was its bonus action. Now it's going to bite at you and swing its tail. 21 to bite.
That's a hit.
The prophecy now.
Right?
So as it bites down on you, all these zombies that are inside its mouth, kind of mimicking the zombie's teeth, they're going to try to grab you as it comes down and bites down on you. Give me it's a grapple save. So is that strength?
I hope so. I'll take strength.
Grapple. A grapple creature speed becomes
He gets to
0. It
choose.
can't be benefit from the bonus of its speed. Yeah, you get to choose.
Is it a strength saving throw or an athletics check or just a strength check?
I'm not 100% sure about that. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah,
I think
it's either athletics or it's either strength or dexterity, whichever one you want.
Go with strength. That is a 5 plus 4. That's a 9. I don't think that's going to do it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use my lucky.
Good call.
Because we don't want this thing to happen for realsies. Oh, and I rolled a 2.
Hey.
Not worth it. This is bad, you guys.
Yeah.
You take 21 points of damage as it bites down on you, and it tips its head back up and shakes its head around as you're flailing around on the inside of its mouth. What happens to that rope when you get restrained in this mouth? Are you able to hold on to that rope?
That's your call, man, but probably not.
You wrapped it around your arm. I'd say you make a saving
That's true.
throw to hold
He
on to it.
pulls me-
And if the
he-
T-Rex
yeah.
pulls you, he rips that eye right off
He
from the
swings,
extra strength of
he
T-Rex.
swings the beholder around with, as he
Yeah.
swings
Give me-
me around like a giant wrecking ball.
I think it's going to be hilarious, but I think since you're going to have to do like a strength saving throw as this T-Rex comes biting down on you, I think we're going to do this one with disadvantage. I think that'd be fair.
Okay. Disadvantage. Okay, here's the great part. My strength saving throw is a +7. So,
And you have bless, too. Right?
oh,
Doesn't
yeah.
it-
Okay. Yeah, that's a 1 plus 2 with my bless. So that's a solid 3 there.
Wow. You have no interest in living.
But it's not a critical fail because it's a 3, right? Because I'm blessed.
As you're holding on to your rope and you get bit by this T-Rex, you're tugging on your rope and you're holding it good, but your rope breaks right in the middle.
Oh.
I love that rope. My mother gave me that rope.
What I love about that rope is how much you've been using it, you know?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good rope.
Are we talking about an actual rope here? Or... I'm just kidding.
I'm talking about my magical jungle vine that my mother gave me from the wildlands, from the savage lands, my home.
I see, yeah.
Did I tell you the damage from the bite, Casey? It was 21.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay. Gunny, we're back to the top of the order. You're up.
I'm going to go ahead and shoot a firebolt at the beholder.
That's an area effect,
No,
right?
no,
Or-
this is just a cantrip. I made a poor decisions. I don't have any very good damage spells that are like I have Witch Bolt, but that's concentration, and so is haste. So I rolled 20 to hit,
That's a hit.
13 damage.
Do you have anything that can like move big things, create massive illusions?
No,
Anything
no.
fun?
Go on. What else you got for me? I've looked. Trust me.
I'm the fighter, man. I got a sword and I got a rope, and I just lost my rope.
I'm mostly try to get out of areas, and yeah, I have none of those things that you mentioned.
You hit the beholder with this fire, and this ice that it was hit with first, this frostbite ice, and then your fireball comes and hits it. Your fireball doesn't do as much as what Mordecai's does, of course, but this zombie beholder is already close to half health, a little bit above half health, so don't be giving up, guys. Matt, does Gunny have anything else that she does?
Nope.
Okay, it's the beholder's turn. I'm going to roll it in the Discord for you guys can see it. If I roll D4, it's going to be the disintegration ray. D3.
You mean a 4 on a 4, and you rolled a 3?
Yes, I rolled a 3 out of a D4. So this is the Nervation Ray again. And this time it's going to shoot at Gunny. Give me a Constitution save, please.
So actually, I'm going to go ahead and see this, and I'm going to use a reaction to cast Counterspell.
Okay, it's been countered.
We have that? Man. Been a whole
So what does
list?
that look like, Matt, when this third eyeball starts charging up of this Nervation Ray that's going to do necrotic damage, and it's looking directly into your eyes, and you can feel it. And then it starts to cast, and then what does it look like when you cast Counterspell?
Yeah, I think I just hold up like a shield, and it like a barrier of force just appears between us, and it kind of like reflects it and shoots somewhere else. So that was my reaction, and that was his turn.
Yep, that was his turn. The zombie beholder's still just going to sit there and hang out. Mordecaidan is up. So Mordecaidan moves his hand and starts massaging what kind of muscle a wizard would have. And then he pulls his hands apart and a fireball starts forming in his hands. And a bright streak flashes from his pointing finger to a point that he chooses within range, and then it blossoms with a low roar into an explosion of flame. It hits both creatures, and they both need to make a dex saving throw. T-Rex passes, and the Beholder passes. What's happening with 27?
Round it up, so 14.
14.
Thank you.
I was just making a broken sad face sign next to my rope of climbing in my magic item notes.
Hey, while Robbie's figuring that out, I was talking to someone about. They told me that they heard a theory that this guy was saying that you know how like the T-Rex skull is like typically the ones like the fossils that they find are like hollow. This guy's theory is that T-Rexes are actually dragons because it's hollow inside because of like the glands to be able to like project, like shoot fire
and fly.
Well, yeah. So then they say like the small hands make sense because like they just have those little claws like on the ends of their wings or something. I don't know. It was kind of.
It's so funny.
It was so far stretched, but I was like,
it's like some flat earther stuff.
I was like, you know what? That'd be pretty cool, man. Because like all the old lores, like with like dragons and stuff like that, like it all makes sense. You know,
Leviathan's in the Bible, man. It's a Final Fantasy summon.
After Mordecaidan shoots that fireball, Hogan, you are up. You are inside this zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex's mouth. You feel all these zombies' hands grabbing at you, clawing at you, and scratching at you, biting on you. Give me a save to see if you can crawl out of this mouth.
Yeah, I definitely want to use my action to try to get out. And you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I should have been doing. Even though I'm a strong guy, I'm a dummy. I should have been using my dexterity because I'm hasted. And that would give me advantage. I was trying to use my strength when I should be using my skull.
Yeah, if you're restrained, you have disadvantage on saving throws, so you just be a normal roll.
So power would be your better play then, because you would just balance out.
All right, I'm going for it. So a solid 1 + 4.
I mean, just start using.
Dude, what are you
D&D
doing today?
Beyond right now? Like
those dice have critted so many players when I was a DM. I keep using them thinking that they're going to bring me luck and death.
So let me explain what happened there for you. It's not going to affect anything, but when you start trying to wiggle yourself out and grabbing more of these zombies inside this mouth of trying to pull yourself out, you loosen up some, but when the Tyrannosaurus Rex zombie shakes his head, you fall even further down inside its mouth.
Because I'm hasted, I can use another action to attack, disengage, hide, or use an object action. Even though I'm restrained, I can still attack, right? It doesn't actually say anything in the restrained rules that you can't attack.
It says you have disadvantage.
Well, I mean, I have haste, so I might as well try to swing a sword even if I have disadvantage, right?
Sure.
Normally, I would say yes, but how you've been rolling,
I'll just lose my weapon. Or have I already have it? Or have I already lost my weapon? That's a great question, Robbie. Have I?
No. I made you lose your rope. I'm not going to make you lose your flame-tongued sword. But let me ask this. With haste, don't you get 2 actions? Like your first action, and then with haste, you get another action?
My first action was trying to escape.
Okay.
Escape again.
I'm wanting to use... Can I try to use my second action to escape again? Because I could use it to disengage, hide, or
get
use
2
an object
actions.
action.
You might as well try.
I see. You can only use it to do those certain things. Okay. I see.
It's limited with the haste action. But attack is on there. Disengage, hide. Use an object action. I can try to lunge. I don't know.
Yeah, I try attacking
Lunged
with
myself
it.
out.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
With disadvantage here. It's a 7 + 7, 14.
You're inside this guy's mouth. Your sword is super lit. The only light you guys see in this Tyrannosaurus Rex zombie's mouth is the light from Hogan's sword is inside there. And if you guys are watching in here, you start seeing it flashing as Hogan swings his sword and gets a really good stab right on its tongue. What's that damage?
Sorry. All right, that is... Oh, that's a good roll. 15 slashing damage, 8 fire damage.
I just picture like an alligator. You know how like they throw their heads up? It's just like, ah.
Well, it's made of zombies, so you probably just
Yeah.
see a sword flaming, just like poking out of the skull of this thing, and then as it goes back in, like arms and legs fill in the hole. All right, that's all I got. I did as much as I could. I'm about to take some damage here, though.
Are you still in its mouth?
Yes, absolutely. Wouldn't be any other place.
Tolkien, 60 feet in front of you to the right, you see this huge Tyrannosaurus Rex zombie. As Hogan is inside its mouth, the mouth of Tyrannosaurus Rex is flashing lights coming out of it. And a little bit to the right of that is this beholder zombie. What do you do?
All right, clearly my bless is not working. So you see Tolkien just like, calling in the cavalry. Calling them in, boys. Let's get them. I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians at a 4th level. And we all know what Spirit Guardians does. All my homies back from the war coming in. Guns a-blazing. Radiant damage on these dumb zombies. Or whatever you want to call them because it's undead.
Okay. Strahd's over in the corner on this levitating platform out of you guys' fight, observing your fight, and Strahd just kind of goes, interesting. Calling in guardians when there are no creatures around him. Interesting play.
What? Anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna call him in, and I'm gonna run towards the T-Rex to save my grandson, so that I get him within the feet or the.
Could he stand in between them? Are they that close now at this point, or no?
Oh yeah, how close are they? If I can get in between them, I'll do that.
That's dangerous.
The beholder and the zombie T-Rex are 60 feet away from you, so you're going to jump in the water, which is difficult terrain. So you're only going to be able to move 15 feet.
The T-Rex is by the platform because he ate me.
I thought you ran out there with your haste, Casey.
Only like 10 feet. I was always 50 feet away from the beholder.
No, wait, you ran up to the beholder. The beholder was never going to come up close to you guys.
I was 50 feet away from it when I grabbed onto it with my rope because I had a 60-foot rope. I was only 10 feet from where I started. Or I assume the T-Rex was right next to us.
I see. Okay, so yes, we'll say that the T-Rex is right in front of you. This is what happens when we do theater of mind. I was thinking you were really close to the belt. It's fine.
Yeah, I never tried to or wanted to get that close to the beholder because I thought it was suicide.
Okay, so the zombie T-Rex is close enough, Chuck, and Strahd did not say anything bad about you calling on the boys.
That's what I thought. I knew it was close. Yes, I'm casting this at a 4th level. So yeah, when it's their turn, when it's a T-Rex's turn, he'll have to make a wisdom saving throw. I think I can do a channel divinity on this to maximize the damage on it. And its speed is halved in the area. When the creature enters the area for the first time, it must make a wisdom saving throw. So yeah, it's going to have to do a wisdom saving throw.
It fails.
I will now do a channel divinity to do max damage, and it's 4d8, I believe.
I will next time you got to let me know before I roll the saving throw. Because you can't be like, I'm going to do my max damage now that I know that they fail. Didn't I say I was going to
do it? Didn't I say I was going to do it?
His plan was to do it.
Yeah, I'd always planned to do it.
Yeah. Whatever.
You don't like. So you see my boys coming in with their walkers, with the tennis balls on the bottom, the machine guns that shoot out the tennis balls, and it's 4d8 radiant damage. So that's 32. Is it double since it's undead, kinda? So 64 damage.
I don't see anything about it taking double damage for radiant.
Oh, these are zombies, fool! They're zombies. I'll let you decide, but it's at least 32 damage, so.
Okay, I took the 32 damage.
Yeah, not a lot of things in 5th edition have damage vulnerabilities. It's something...
It's really weird. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like ice
You would
monsters
you would
that
think,
just shrug off
right?
fire. You're like, okay.
Yeah, it's something I add to a lot of stuff.
Especially when you're being gobbled whole by a T-Rex.
Or if you're doing a Pokemon-themed campaign.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the T-Rex's turn. It still has Hogan in its mouth, and it's going to...
Now, will he have to do a wisdom saving throw again since it is his turn?
Sure. It's going to keep biting down on you, Hogan. A 23.
Hits.
It failed its wisdom saving throw, Chuck.
Before this thing kills you, shouldn't it make a wisdom saving throw? And I can say I want to do another channel divinity before Robbie rolls?
No, not this time. You can do it next time.
I think he's trying to kill you, Casey.
I think
I
so,
think he's trying
too.
to kill you.
Well, I also think I made a mistake by saying Matt could use his counter spell. I don't know how many level 3 spell slots he has.
I agree. That was too powerful.
Yeah.
Next time, let's have you roll at least.
Well, punish
I'm
Matt,
gonna, I'm
not
gonna
me.
counter him again.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Casey, you take 31 damage from the inside his mouth.
Woo, buddy.
After it chomps on you some, it's going to swing its tail at Tolkien.
Another one of those and I'm dead, you guys.
28.
Okay.
What'd you say, Robbie? A 28 to hit?
Yes, it's going to swing its tail at you.
That's going to hit me. I'm going to do... what is it called? Wrath of the Storm. A creature within 5 feet of you, so I'll use this as a reaction that you can see hits you with an attack. I'll use my reaction to cause the creature to make a dex saving throw. Or it takes 2d8 lightning damage.
You take 22 damage from its tail hit. And you said it was dex?
Yeah, dex saving throw.
A 12? It doesn't move very fast.
I'm pretty sure that's a fail.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is too.
So it's 2d8 for that. I rolled an 8 plus 5, 13 damage.
Okay, those 3 zombies that it barfed out earlier, there are 3 of them around you, Chuck. I'm just gonna group them together with their wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, that's right. They should have been hit.
Should they
that
have?
first
Should they have
wave,
made
too.
a wisdom saving throw the first time too?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
taking max damage.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
So-
fucking this place up.
you
Yeah.
are. So these zombies that he barfed out were over to the left some, but when you came down and these zombies first now enter into your spirit guardians, the first time they enter into it, and they just get destroyed. Explain your kill to me on these 3 zombies that walk into there.
My undead World War II buddies are just like swirling around like with their little machine guns, and they're just popping them one by one as they enter the kill circle. Pop, pop, pop.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Gunny, you're up. You got a Tyrannosaurus Rex about 15 feet in front of you, and then 60 feet away is a zombie beholder.
Wait. Can I time out? Hold on. Doesn't that T-Rex gotta do another save?
Yeah, I thought we already did it. I said it failed. Did you? Yeah, you didn't give me the damage for it.
It did save? Oh.
Yeah, I said
Well,
he
this time
failed.
I'll roll. Sorry, because I didn't say, I don't think I can do that channel divinity again. 20 damage. 20 radiant damage.
Okay, Matt, what is Gunny get?
Gunny is going to just channel all of her power as she sees her brother getting just mashed and destroyed by this T-Rex, and point both her arms and kind of like clutch at him as he's being like just rolled up and chewed up and kind of start put her hands into two claws out in front of her and start like melding and molding and changing the form of Hogan. And I'm going to cast polymorph on him and turn him into a T-Rex himself.
Oh, a T-Rex in a T-Rex's mouth. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's got to cause some damage there.
Rip him open from the inside. Robbie doesn't like this. He doesn't like this.
I love it.
I don't.
I love it. This is amazing. This is incredible. This is good. This is good action, good storytelling. The plan was to get me in there the whole time, so we blow it up. I mean, it's also zombie parts. It could reform
exactly
around
right.
me.
He's railroading us.
Let me railroad you some. Let's say, Matt, do you have to see him to be able to do that? Can you see him inside his mouth? You can see the light shining out of the T-Rex mouth, but you can't see.
But I thought you said that we could see him like flailing around in there with this. Like we might have to roll.
I
the
said
tape
you could
on
see
this
the
one,
light
folks.
flying out of the zombies T-Rex's mouth.
Ooh.
Yes, I have to see him. If it
Perception
makes you feel any better, I will, as a bonus action, Misty Step up into the mouth, and then cast it on him.
Oh, and then he'll be
Polymorph spells, they're so dumb. Okay, whatever. So as Hogan starts to begin growing, the zombie T-Rex just kind of and throws Hogan down on the ground as you're a T-Rex now.
Yeah.
Now, does it have to be a zombie T-Rex?
Officially, it has to be a beast that I have seen before in some fashion. I mean, I gotta believe as a human child, I've studied dinosaurs at some point in school. But I would not think it would be a zombie. It's going to be an actual T-Rex.
Now, Matt, it's actually it's actually a dragon.
I mean, I don't want to get into the technical shit right now, but like as a child growing up, you've seen the zombie bones like in a museum and things like that. I mean, you've seen like pictures, but like you haven't actually seen like a real zombie. I mean, not a zombie. I mean the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like you haven't actually seen a real one, Matt.
What about illustrations? You know, like
Yeah, has your character ever been to Chult?
maybe his character in the D&D world has.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, we don't exactly.
And the challenge rating is an 8 for a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yep, and I'm level 8. Yep.
That's my fault for giving you guys levels, I guess.
Yeah, that's why he was stalling the whole time.
You know, powerful enemies call for powerful spells.
Yes,
yeah. Okay. Do. So Hogan falls down on the ground as a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
What?
You are no longer hasted, though. This is also concentration. So
That's fine. I'll take it.
Gunny have anything else she does?
did I Misty Step up there?
Yes.
I did. Okay, dude. So now I feel even more badass because I like teleported into the air, cast it while in the air, fell back down. I feel pretty good about that turn. No, that's it.
It's a 1. I don't know what that is.
So the zombie beholder looks at you, Gunny, and it casts his paralyzing ray. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm going to use my final level 3 spell slot. Counter spell. If the creature is casting a spell of 3rd level or lower, it automatically is countered. If it is casting a spell of 4th or higher, make an ability check using my spell casting ability. So the DC is equal to 10 plus the spell's level. So I rolled a 16. So if you're saying that was a level 6 spell or above, then it's countered. If not, or below, then it's countered. If not, if it's higher, like 7th level or higher, then it's not countered.
Okay, so it fizzles out. That's fine.
Ooh.
All right. So that was my final 3rd level spell slot.
So Strahd's over there, and she's just over there clapping. Interesting. Transformational polymorph. Interesting. Oh, this battle has definitely changed. At first, I thought they were going to give up, but oh no, not now. Mordecai is up. He's going to cast another fireball on the beholder. The beholder doesn't move around very good. It gets slammed right in that frontal eye of this fireball and takes some damage. Hogan, you're up. You're a zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna bite and I'm gonna swing my tail against that other T-Rex. We're gonna have some T on T action. My first to hit is a 28 for my bite,
That's a hit.
and my tail is a 25.
Nice.
Hit.
I get 4d12 on the bite. That's 33 plus 7, so that's 40 piercing damage. The tail is 3d8, which is 11 plus 7, 18 damage with the tail. And then the T-Rex, which kind of looks like Hogan still somehow in a weird way, arches up and roars mightily. And you can almost hear it say, "Oh yeah," when it roars.
Okay, Hogan, you're up.
I just went.
Oh, sorry. Tolkien, you're up.
So, right next to the T-Rex. How far away is the beholder?
60 feet away.
60 feet. Okay. I don't think. And we're in difficult terrain, the area that we're at. Correct? With the T-Rex?
Yes.
All right. I'm actually going to cast Cure Wounds on. So I'm going to use an action since I'm kind of. How's everybody's health?
Yeah, he's at full life. Hogan's at full life now that he's a T-Rex.
I have 136 T-Rex health points.
Okay. Well, how are you, Matt?
Good. I've been hiding.
Okay. I'm going to heal myself. That's what I was going to do, but.
Good call.
Let me see here. I'm just trying to do that. So I'm going to actually cast Cure Wounds at a 3rd level on myself just to get some health. So I just kind of grab hold of myself and give myself a little squeeze, a little love hug there, and I heal myself for 19 healing points.
Don't forget you probably have potions too if you ever need to heal yourself and don't want to use a spell slot.
That's true. You're right. Well, I already said I did that, so
I'm
I
just
will
saying for
still
the
do it.
future.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't think my potions are crazy strong enough. So I heal myself for 19 health points. I stay near the T-Rex. My homeboy's flying around me. I'm like dodging and weaving in the middle of this T-Rex battle here.
Okay, the T-Rex is up, starts throwing up some more zombies. Actually barfs out 5 little zombies out of its mouth. It's going to take its wisdom saving throw. Chuck, for the zombie T-Rex is going to do its wisdom saving throw for being inside your thing.
I am going to do a Channel Divinity.
Thank you. It passes.
Of course.
What's that damage? And this Channel Divinity will also hit those 5 zombies. And those zombies failed.
So it's a 32 max damage since the Channel Divinity. So the T-Rex takes 16. The zombies take the 32.
Once again, all these zombies that just drop out get killed by all your spirit guardians. After the T-Rex barfs all those zombies up, he's just going to ignore the other Tyrannosaurus Rex. Or what would be in the position of this zombie T-Rex's eyes start glowing red, and it's going to ignore Hogan T-Rex and go straight after Gunny.
I knew you were going to do that.
Gunny, no. I think we need to get on Casey's back here.
That's right.
Like he's a mount or something. So he's got to go
Teamwork.
after him.
It's going to bite Gunny with 18.
Miss,
Oh,
I'm
It's
singing.
going to swing with its tail.
I'm singing and dancing.
28 with its tail.
Hey, can't dance from that. Yeah, that'll hit. I notice you went to dice now instead of rolling the we can see. That's fine.
I've been rolling my to hit spell. I've been rolling my to hit with a die,
You're fine,
but
buddy.
I
I'm
have been
teasing.
rolling
You're
the
fine.
damage in there. I mean, do you guys notice the 1d4 that I've already rolled? So
listen, the man is frustrated. We're fucking his night up right now with our crazy tactics. So
You should be encouraging us to win.
I agree.
It's good
That's part of the
storytelling.
game.
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I know.
How much damage, Robbie?
20 damage.
Okay.
And I need to know, what's that Constitution save, bud?
Remember, I get +4. because of my song. I rolled a 4 plus 4, so 8. But I'm going to use lucky.
There you go.
I totally forgot about Lucky. The look of disappointment on Robbie's face, right? Just kidding.
Yeah, don't be so sad, Robbie. We're having fun.
I hope you guys are having fun.
We're all laughing here.
All right, this time I got a 16. 12 plus 4.
Okay. T-Rex is still up. I mean, the T-Rex is still up. Hogan T-Rex is still concentrating. Gunny, you're up. You got a zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex right in front of you. A zombie beholder is 60 feet away. It just hits you with its tail. What do you do?
Well, I'm concentrating. I've burned a lot of spell slots. I'm going to go ahead and shoot Firebolt at the beholder. Actually, I'm going to bonus action first and use a level 2 spell slot and teleport away. I'm going to Misty Step. I just kind of, in my song, I kind of hum a little bit. My singing goes to a hum for a second, and then I just kind of flash a blue light, and I'm like 60 feet away from the T-Rex. I'm going to try to position myself behind our T-Rex, so like I'm in between, Hogan is in between me and the T-Rex and the beholder. Does that make sense? Like he's kind of a big meat shield for me now.
So where'd you say you moved again? Behind the Hogan T-Rex?
Yeah, basically I want it to be where he would have to, and I did this through Misty Step. I teleported, so there's no attack of opportunity. But I wanted to make it so he would have, that T-Rex would have to run past our T-Rex and get an attack of opportunity. So like I'm kind of using him as a shield.
Okay, I see.
And then I'm shooting a firebolt. I got a 17 to hit on the beholder.
That's a hit.
13 damage.
So you moved on the other side of the Hogan T-Rex, though. So the zombie beholder still has a good vision of you. And it was charging up a disintegration ray. If you already saw that, I rolled that on there. It's shooting a disintegration ray at Gunny.
I'll try for a level 4 counterspell.
I was going to say, can you shield too? Or either? I guess it's just AC, right? I don't know if disintegration ray is AC or not.
I don't think it is. Is it, Robbie?
Disintegration ray is a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to counterspell it. That's all I can do.
Can't Gygax do anything?
Yeah. His wuss ass
He's
not
a super powerful
counterspelling.
wizard.
I know.
Yeah. Gygax,
He
dude.
created that
counterspell.
shit.
Yeah. Why is the counterspell duties on me when you're the high level wizard here?
I mean, he can use his reaction too. Like just one time, maybe.
He's probably doing more damage than all of us put together.
So what's that roll, Matt, for that counterspell?
Yeah, I rolled a 4, so it failed.
Oy. Is this like instant death, or is it just like high damage coming at
Probably
you?
instant death.
Instant death.
So as it starts charging up this disintegration ray, you kind of hear Strahd over there. She's mumbling, wonder if they'll say it. I wonder if they'll say it. $37 damage.
Don't I get a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
So I have advantage because of my song. I got a 14 on the first and 18 on the second roll.
You passed, so you take half of 37 damage.
Wow.
I was at 30 life, so I take 18, so I'm down to 12.
Wow.
Of course, I'll make a Constitution saving throw. 24 to keep you as a T-Rex.
Nice.
Okay, Mordenkainen is up. He's going to cast a magic missile onto the zombie T-Rex as these 6 different energy blasts hit this T-Rex, and you see the redness in this zombie T-Rex's eyes begin to fade, and all the zombies just one by one continue to fall off of the colossal collective and splash below in the water, landing around as they all fall dead.
Wow.
Hogan, you're up.
So I charge through this pile of decaying bodies and they explode as I rush towards the zombie beholder with my giant T-Rex mouth open. Is this for something the size of me? Is this difficult terrain still? I feel like the other T-Rex.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Are you still fighting the
50 feet.
T-Rex, or you're just going to head
I
towards
am
the
a
beholder?
T-Rex.
Well, no, aren't you fighting the other T-Rex, like right next to it?
It just
or-
died.
Gygax just killed it.
Oh, it just died.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
I ran through the bodies. They started flying everywhere, and then I chomped down on the beholder. First, let's see. First bite is 15.
That's a hit.
Nice.
What's your tail swipe? Just let me know if it's a hit or not.
The tail swipe is a 19.
Describe your kill.
The T-Rex charges through the water, scoops up that beholder in its mouth, in my mouth, squishes it, and some of the bodies start flying off, and then tosses it up, swings its tail, and the whole beholder just explodes, just bodies flying everywhere, like baseball or a balloon that exploded. I rear up on my hind legs and I roar.
Yeah, Strahd's over there and Teddy Bear's over there on this disc that's hovering and they're clapping. You can see Teddy Bear jumping in the air cheering for you guys. And Strahd's clapping. Impressive. Most impressive. Feel free to rest here or in the office behind me. If the Middlebury family would like to join me, I'll have dinner ready. And we can talk during dinner. Now, if you excuse me, I will be down the street at one of the shops, and I will have dinner ready for you all. And Strahd does like a courtesy bow, and then the disc floats out of this water tank, and you guys are all in there. Hogan is a Tyrannosaurus Rex. What do you guys do?
I was just going to say, Tolkien rushes over to Gunny, and I just say, "Oh, sweet child, are you hurt? Are you hurt?" And I'll cast Cure Wounds at level 3.
I got to imagine there's like maybe my side or my leg is just burnt to a crisp. Disintegration ray is like effed up, man.
Yeah, I'll just hold my hand over that crisped up area, and I'll heal you for 23 health.
Oof, I needed it. I was faltering.
Does Hogan get like full health when he comes back to normal?
No.
Or is he like back at the...
He's back to wherever
Back
he
to what I
was.
was.
So Mordenkainen would start walking his way into that office area behind you guys, and so he's going to work his way out of this zombie tank, and he's going to start walking and mumbling to himself, and he starts to speak up, and he's like, "You guys, that was very impressive. See, one positive thing, Strahd will never see us as a threat because we don't have the sunsword. So he'll never see us as a threat. He'll never try to ultimately destroy us, try to kill us. We can maybe we can use this to our advantage. Even though the sunsword can help us defeat him, I've just watched you guys in combat. That was remarkable. That was very impressive. I'm starting to think we won't even need the sunsword to defeat Strahd."
I growl.
As he starts walking his way into the office area where you guys can get some rest. Unless you want to rest in this zombie pool.
I growl.
Angrily or happily?
It's hard to tell. Everything kind of sounds angry.
I'll look up at my big brother and kind of shake my head, like put my hand on my head and say, "Oh, sorry. I hope that was okay that I did that. It didn't seem like things were going our way." And then I'll release my concentration to let him come back to a human.
That was incredible.
Well done, both of you. I'm so proud.
But really, is the sunsword still here, do you think? I yell towards Mordenkainen.
I don't think it's here. I think Strahd took it. If he knew where the location of the sunsword was, he's going to take it and he's going to move it. There's no possible way that Strahd, if he knew the location of the sunsword, there's no way that he would ever let it fall into the heroes, our hands. He would never let that happen.
Why didn't you think that I should use the flashlight on Mom and Dad? Isn't that the whole point? Can't I turn them back into people and then we can all leave?
That's one thing we've never experimented with, that thing. I was afraid if Strahd saw it as a threat, then we would not only have to deal with a zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex and a zombie beholder, we would also have to deal with your vampire father, pardon me, and then Strahd. I felt that we would be way too outmatched if the flashlight did anything harmful.
I don't understand. Why don't you think they killed us? They could have killed us. If they wanted to, they had us at their mercy. They were just watching us for sport. I don't understand.
See, that's what I've kind of went over already. Is Strahd loves to toy with his food. He loves to play with his food. He's just like type of twisted, demented vampire. He loves to play with his food. And he doesn't see anyone as a threat in all the planes until they get the sunsword, and then he decides to destroy them. Strahd will continue to play with you three, unless there's another way to find the sunsword, but I guarantee you there's no way to find that thing now.
What do you mean? Why?
Well, Strahd will do everything in his power to keep it away from us. But I've seen you guys in action. I've seen this combat here. This was set up for us to fail, and we succeeded. That might be a small chance. If it's even a small chance, we can still go on it. We can still try to defeat Strahd without the sunsword. It's the only option I see now.
The only thing more powerful than the sunsword is friendship and teamwork. And I pat people on the back of their shoulders.
I thought you were going to say, like, these pythons.
Care Bears there.
Yeah. And my 30-inch pythons and 8-foot blade.
Do you guys have anything, I'm assuming you guys, Mordenkainen will want to get out of this zombie pool and go and rest inside the office area, because Strahd said that she would wait outside. So Mordenkainen feels that Strahd was actually keeps his word. If Strahd says he's going to be outside, then Mordenkainen feels it's safe to be inside the office area for a long rest.
Yeah, I'm into a long rest too, but I feel like we should set up, I don't know, like, if not traps for Strahd, then some sort of counter traps. I don't know. Like, I feel like dinner with Strahd is dangerous. And we're having dinner with him here, where we're at, right? At the water treatment facility?
Strahd said that she would be down the road some in one of the business buildings and would have dinner ready for you guys there.
Okay. So we don't control the environment, so we can't set a trap.
Yes, you do not control the environment.
All right.
Yeah, let's rest up.
Yeah, let's rest.
Can Mordenkainen make one of those little huts just for extra safety?
Oh yeah, sorry, Robbie, was this a short or a long?
You guys do whatever you want. I would recommend a long rest.
Yeah, I'm like on fumes here.
Do I get to keep my lucky?
It was only for that battle.
Oh.
That combat.
Man.
So you guys are in this office area. Token suggests to go inside the hut. Mordenkainen, he goes ahead and casts his hut, and you all go in. Mordenkainen will collect some wood around the area and light a small fire for you guys to sit around and keep yourselves warm as you rest. He'll kind of lean into the fire, and as the flames flicker onto his face, he starts talking to you guys about Strahd. If you kill Strahd, you actually just kill his body. So if we were to attack Strahd and your mom's body, we would be hurting her body. If a flashlight turns you guys into yourselves from the other plane, as in Thomas, Lila, and William, then I believe that the flashlight might turn Strahd from Tracy to the male Strahd vampire. And that's when we should attack him, when he's in his vampire form. But understand that it would just be destroying his body. What we do is after we destroy his body, we force his soul to return to its tomb. The only way to ultimately defeat Strahd is to kill him in his tomb, where his true body lays and where his soul comes back into his true body.
Double murder. I'm into it.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, we kill Strahd, then we kill the hell out of Strahd.
We have to use the flashlight on him, turn it into really him, and then find his tomb and kill him there too. What happens to Mom?
I believe that her soul will be released. And her body will be released into her own plane.
So there's a chance.
We can do this.